The noteworthy points of pride of the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Pharmacy from its foundation in 1871 come from the concerted, brilliant, and selfless efforts of its leaders, faculty, staff, and students. Revered people who dreamt beyond seeing the constant innovation and improvement of pharmacy, medical technology, biochemistry, and botany education, who worked untiringly and spent the best years of their lives teaching the future generation of Tomasian pharmacists, medical technologists, biochemists, and botanists, and bring the UST Faculty of Pharmacy soar higher. The boundless visions of the deans of the UST Faculty of Pharmacy ensured the permanence of a high-quality education that enriched and enhanced the practice of its graduates. The guidance and support of the regents for these visions catalyzed their fulfillment, while the ardent efforts of the faculty members for continuing education assured great students' experience for knowledge. Coalesce all these rudiments spells the success of the UST Faculty of Pharmacy. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to these wreath-laying ceremonies here at our very memorable UST Botanical Garden. This morning, as we celebrate the 150th or sesquicentennial founding anniversary of the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Pharmacy, we remember our former leaders and staff and give tribute and express our admiration to the very special man who is the pillar of the UST Faculty of Pharmacy, the man who served as the dean of the faculty for more than 20 years, the man who inspired, awed, pioneered, led, and worked tirelessly to make the UST Faculty of Pharmacy a cradle for quality pharmacy, medical technology, biochemistry, and botany education in the Philippines and in the region. The leader who saw possibilities and opportunities and performed as the quarterback in a drive that took the dreams and aspirations then of the Faculty of Pharmacy to realities which are now being enjoyed by generations of Tomasian pharmacists, medical technologists, biochemists, and botanists. Much of what the Faculty of Pharmacy is today is due to the unrelenting work and passion of this man, whom we can say that it would never have happened without him. This man is our beloved Father Lorenzo P. Rodriguez, OP. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome the Regent of the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Pharmacy, Father Pompeo F. de Mesa of the Order of Preachers, to deliver his message.
Okay, good day to everyone. This is a part of our celebration of the 150th year of the foundation of pharmacy. I was told by the dean some time ago that she was asking me to talk about Father Lorenzo Rodriguez. And being told that, I started having an outline in my mind. And the first thing that came to me was I should not talk too long, because to do justice to the man, it would take not only a day, but probably days. Because Father Rodriguez has accomplished a lot. What I decided, if I were to deliver the talk, was simply Lorenzo Rodriguez and the College of, or the Faculty of Pharmacy here in UST. Father Lorenzo Rodriguez entered the order, of course, in Spain, and he made his initial preparation for the order in the novitiate in Ocaña, and later on his studies in philosophy, and including, I think, the first year of theology. After that, he had to go to Louisville but it was in Louisiana, Rosaryville in Louisiana, where the Spanish Dominicans of the Rosary province had to move. Why? Because of the revolution in Spain. So our houses were practically closed, and the students were sent to Louisiana in the United States, where we had the House of Studies for Philosophy and Theology. Father Lorenzo finished already 1 year of theology in Spain, and in America he did the last 3. After that, Father Lorenzo was sent, I think, to California, where he studied 1 year of pharmacy, the pharmacy course. And after that, he was sent to the Philippines, and he finished his degree in Bachelor of Pharmacy here in UST. But when I say here, not here in this place, but there in Intramuros. Father Lorenzo was appointed Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy from the scratch. Wala yan, no? Galing sa Intramuros, dito sa main building nag-umpisa. And to the credit of this man, no, the pharmacy, Faculty of Pharmacy that exists now, no, it started with him practically from the scratch. No? He built up the curriculum of pharmacy very well, because he was a pharmacist himself. No? And then one of the first things, and I think we should limit ourselves to this, no? One of the first things that he did for the Faculty of Pharmacy when it was reopened here in the Sampaloc campus was to build a garden, a pharmacy garden, which is actually a botanical garden. Parang classroom din yan. Ito yun, ngayon. Pero nung umpisa ito, wala ito. Wala yung mga puno na yan, wala yan. Si Lorenzo ang nag-set aside itong party na ito, and then he put up the garden little by little, and then yung mga plants na pinapag-aralan ng mga bata, pumupunta sila rito at certain class hours and all that. So, from 1946, you might say, until the time that he retired as Vice Rector of UST, siya ang boss dito. At alam niya ito. At maraming nakinabang dito. Hindi lang yung mga estudyante, kung hindi pati yung mga nagtuturo sila ngayon when they were students, pati yung mga nasa gobyerno at nasa public office at saka sa pharmaceutical profession sa labas, karamihan nanggaling din dito. Pero the truth of the matter is, the man mas sobrang talino nitong mama na ito. Ang kanyang concern, hindi lang yung students, hindi mga faculty members pa rin, at saka yung mga alumni, at saka yung exercise ng profession outside of UST. And yan, ganyan ang nangyari. Kanya tayo, tinutuloy natin itong tradition na inumpisahan niya, no? Kasi si Lorenzo, hindi lang yung kanyang Faculty of Pharmacy during his time, no, was dedicated to pharmacy only. But probably because of the need felt, no, si Lorenzo took medical technology as part of the Faculty of Pharmacy, and look at how it is now. So, if only for that, I think really Lorenzo has accomplished a lot for the college. And if we are doing this little program for him, it is really not only to pay homage to the man, but also to say thank you. Because That's what really Lorenzo Rodriguez did for the Faculty of Pharmacy and also for UST for that matter. Isa sa mga nagawa ni Lorenzo, Father Lorenzo was the one who thought, no, of putting the whole Faculty of Pharmacy under the protection of the Blessed Mother and the title Immaculate Conception. So having said this, I think this is one way we would like to say thank you to Father Lorenzo and assure him, you know, that all his efforts, all his ideas about the Faculty of Pharmacy as an institution, no, will always remain the same. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Father Regent. At this time, let us now witness as our Dean, Professor Dr. Alet Therese Laura Dacanay, and Regent, Father Pompeo F. de Mesa of the Order of Preachers, place a wreath at the bust statue of Father Lorenzo P. Rodriguez, OP.
Upon me in my state, and all the world will call me blessed. For God works marvelous in my sight, and holy, holy is God's name.
Let us now offer a minute of silence as we remember and pray for our beloved Father Lorenzo P. Rodriguez, OP, and all the former deans and regents of the Faculty of Pharmacy. We also remember those whose vision and commitment created this faculty, and those who are in the intervening decades who have worked to fulfill the dreams of the founders and to hand off a strong legacy to all of us who now expand their vision across the nation and around the world. Ladies and gentlemen, let us now join the singing of the UST Faculty of Pharmacy Sesquicentennial Hymn.
Trains of glory from heavens above, impressed on the roots of this land I love. Tested by time, God filled with His grace, a thought of His mercy and wonders I gaze. A thrill of minds that seek to soar the heights of transforming wisdom of yore, instilling the flame of truth and compassion, that to humanity I share my mission, celebrating the giftedness you bring. For years of virtuous excellence I sing, through time and tide you remain, to unravel the potentials of man. To honor you is living my life, as you are given, present in time. Let it be so, I pray to thee, Faculty of Pharmacy, to God.
This concludes today's wreath laying ceremonies. Again, thank you very much for attending. May we now invite everyone to watch the sesquicentennial program and the awarding of the Faculty of Pharmacy 150 Distinguished Alumni, which will follow shortly. See you in a little later. The University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Pharmacy celebrated many achievements, beginning with its foundation in 1871. Although our in-person celebration is almost not feasible at this time, it is truly remarkable to reach such a milestone and see the Faculty of Pharmacy endure to the progress for the last 150 years. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am overjoyed that you are all with us today to celebrate this historic occasion for the UST Faculty of Pharmacy, the celebration of its sesquicentennial anniversary and the recognition of its 150 distinguished alumni. Welcome to all, especially to the University of Santo Tomas administrators, led by our Rector Magnificus, Very Reverend Father Richard G. Ang of the Order of Preachers, our friends from our partner institutions, dear parents, our students, and alumni around the world who are watching this event live on the web or who will see it later when it is posted on our Facebook page. We are all fortunate to have you here in our sesquicentennial day. This is such a special moment for the UST Faculty of Pharmacy. This is a moment that allows us to consider what our aspirations have been over the years, reflect on 150 years of growth, grief, and greatness, celebrate all that we have achieved together, and aspire yet again, for success is never final. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, as we begin our program, please join us in the singing of the Philippine National Anthem, to be followed by the UST Faculty of Pharmacy Sesquicentennial Hymn.
Trains of glory from heavens above, impressed on the roots of this land I love. Tested by time, God filled with His grace, a fount of His mercy and wonders I gaze. A thrill of minds that seek to soar, the heights of transforming wisdom of yore, instilling the flame of truth and compassion, that through humanity I share my mission, celebrating the giftedness you bring. For years of virtuous excellence I sing, through time and tide you remain, to unravel the potentials of man. To honor you is living my life, as through the given present in time. Let it be so, I pray to thee, faculty of pharmacy to God. Glory thee.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome the Dean of the University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor Dr. Alet Therese Laura Dacanay, to deliver her opening remarks.
A pleasant morning to everyone. What does it mean to be 150? This question has many answers that will ultimately speak volumes about the many glorious years and decades that the UST Faculty of Pharmacy has spent creating a long string of notable accomplishments. To reach 150 years is a feat that is both historic and climactic. To reach 150 years is an authentic indicator of strength and stability, of purpose and prestige, of drive and dynamism, which all contribute to the tradition of excellence the UST Faculty of Pharmacy is known for. This is precisely the reason why this calls for a big celebration. It is not every day that an academic unit in any higher education institution celebrates its 150-year anniversary. Preparations had been underway since 2016, and this year is the culmination of all those preparations. Many activities are lined up for every member of the Faculty of Pharmacy family. The COVID-19 pandemic might have prevented us from celebrating face-to-face. But this virtual engagement is no less significant and meaningful. What matters is that in our hearts, we are commemorating a very important event. The number 150 becomes even more meaningful because we are giving recognition to the 150 most distinguished alumni from the Faculty of Pharmacy. This distinction pays tribute to the stellar achievements of our dear alumni from the departments of pharmacy, medical technology, biochemistry, and botany, who have carved an inviolable niche in the various spheres they inhabit and as a paragon of professionalism and excellence. These 150 individuals comprise the who's who in our faculty. Again, we ask the question, what does it mean to be 150 in a time that is saddled with several challenges brought about by the pandemic? To be 150 means that as scientists, great responsibility rests on our shoulders. We cannot just rest on our laurels. There is a need to get into the heart of the matter to address the current situation as effectively and efficiently as possible. Our celebration does not end with mere felicitations, but with the commitment to walk the extra mile for our fellow men. On that note, allow me to express my sincerest congratulations to the UST Faculty of Pharmacy and all the awardees. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Dean. To deliver his message for the sesquicentennial anniversary of the Faculty of Pharmacy, friends, ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to have our beloved, very Reverend Father Richard G. Ang of the Order of Preachers, Rector Magnificus of the University of Santo Tomas.
Good day to everyone. Somebody once said that the most beautiful things are not associated with money. They are memories and moments. If you don't celebrate these, they can pass you by. We cherish these precious moments for the rest of our lives, which particularly rings true for a faculty that has more than 100 years and countless notable achievements under its belt. The UST Faculty of Pharmacy is celebrating its 150th anniversary this year, which is no mean feat for any academic unit. This milestone brings to mind the many individuals who have carved an enviable niche in the field of pharmacy, medical technology, biochemistry, and botany. But all of these noteworthy accomplishments are also coupled with many wonderful memories which make this occasion all the more meaningful and memorable. The COVID-19 pandemic has changed the way we celebrate occasions in that we have to strictly follow health protocols to prevent the further spread of the coronavirus. It would have really been wonderful if we celebrated this milestone together, face to face. But celebrating it virtually does not in any way diminish the importance of the occasion. Although we are not together physically, we know deep in our hearts that we are happy, that we are proud, that the UST Faculty of Pharmacy has reached this far, continuously molding many young minds to become future leaders and experts in their respective fields. Today is a genuine testimony of the stability, success, and significance of the Faculty of Pharmacy as well as the Thomasian education. I exhort the administrators, the faculty, and the rest of the people in the Faculty of Pharmacy to have a more harmonious dialogue with all the stakeholders of the faculty in order for us to move forward and to raise the bar of excellence. At this juncture, let me express my heartfelt congratulations to the administrators, faculty members, students, and alumni of the Faculty of Pharmacy on your 150th anniversary celebration, which marks a watershed not only in the history of the university, but in the history of Philippine education as well. Thank you, and once again, congratulations.
Thank you very much, Father Rector, for the inspiring message. We are deeply honored to have you during this very memorable occasion of the Faculty of Pharmacy. Over the past 150 years, the Faculty of Pharmacy has grown and continued to innovate in the classroom and on campus, and now in an enriched virtual mode. It steadily provides academic initiatives and research capacity which tackle important issues faced by the society, particularly in healthcare. Over the years, the Faculty of Pharmacy has been in the hands of hundreds of dedicated men and women who develop its academic programs, shape the curriculum, and create the instructional and research opportunities for its students. The end result is this Faculty of Pharmacy we celebrate today. Ladies and gentlemen, we now invite you to see the recent achievements of the Faculty of Pharmacy through this video presentation of its banner projects aligned with the strategic objectives of the university, and join us in reflecting on the truly remarkable legacies the Faculty of Pharmacy has made in modern times for our local and global community.
University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Pharmacy, the first pharmacy institution in the Philippines. Founded in May 29, 1871, by the virtue of the modification of the Muret Decree. During the Spanish regime, the course took 6 years to finish and then reduced to 4 years when the Americans took over. By 1926, the Faculty of Pharmacy was the first to accept female students. The Faculty of Pharmacy, Department of Pharmacy, has produced globally competent, committed, and compassionate pharmacists over the past 150 years. A premier institution in the field of pharmacy, continuously evolved to be forerunners in introducing programs that meets the demands of the paradigm shift in the practice of the profession. Aside from the 4-year BS Pharmacy program, in 2006, the UST Department of Pharmacy has introduced the BS Pharmacy Major in Clinical Pharmacy, a 5-year program that paved way for graduates to venture into another promising field of pharmacy practice. In 2016, the BS Pharmacy Major in Clinical Pharmacy second degree was opened, an additional 1-year program offered to graduates of the 4 years BS Pharmacy who intends to take the foreign licensure examination in countries like Canada, Australia, and the United States, which requires a 5-year bachelor's degree. In 2017, the Department of Pharmacy offered the post-baccalaureate degree, Doctor of Pharmacy, a 2-year program that provides specialization in evidence-based pharmacotherapy and administrative pharmacy services. Programs offered by the Department of Pharmacy has received national and international recognitions. It is the first pharmacy institution awarded by the Commission on Higher Education as Center of Excellence. Accredited Level 4, the highest accreditation status issued by the Philippine Association of Colleges and Universities Commission on Accreditation. The department is also accredited as a continuing professional development provider for the pharmacy profession by the Professional Regulations Commission. The BS Pharmacy program is also certified by the ASEAN University Network Quality Assurance. These recognitions are evident in the performance of our graduates in the pharmacist licensure examination. UST has consistently been recognized by the Professional Regulation Commission as a top-performing school in the pharmacist licensure examination and has produced significant number of top-notchers over the years. Aside from academic achievements, students of the Department of Pharmacy are also recognized leaders in local and national pharmacy organization with exemplary achievement in community extension and research. The Department of Pharmacy also partners with different local and international institutions as part of its strategic initiative of creating a community that acknowledges the importance of cross-cultural knowledge, attitude, experience, and action. Likewise, establishing these partnerships allows the university to benchmark international standards and best practices in the realm of teaching, research, and extension service. Professional courses offered by the department is handled by competent faculty members with specialization on the courses being taught, clustered in the different areas of pharmacy, namely pharmaceutical chemistry, hospital and clinical pharmacy, practice of pharmacy. The faculty members are also recognized leaders in different professional organizations, published and presented their researches in the field of pharmacy in local and international congress and forums. The Faculty of Pharmacy, Department of Pharmacy, will continue to uphold its mission to provide quality education as it envisioned sustained global excellence in the succeeding years to come. The year was 1970. Director Narciso Albracin, then Secretary of the Philippine Department of Education, had an insightful idea that he has dreamed about. He wanted the young profession of medical technology and laboratory science and public health to have and maintain the highest standards of medical technology and public health education by fostering close relation among the schools that offered the program in the whole country. In the hot summer day of May 1970, he convened two heads of the program of their schools in medical laboratory science, Dr. Serafin Juliano and the University of Santo Tomas' own Dr. Gustavo Reyes, to organize an association of deans, heads of school of medical technology and hygiene. Dr. Gustavo Reyes himself became the elected president of the newly born Philippine Association of Schools of Medical Technology and Public Health during their first organizational meeting held at the University of Santo Tomas on the 22nd of June, 1970. A year later, the very first annual meeting, which reinstated Dr. Reyes as the president, happened once more in the Pontifical and Royal University, entrusted with this grand vision of promoting quality and excellence in medical laboratory science and public health education. 15 long years has passed since its inception, yet the University of Santo Tomas sits as a continuous stronghold, guardian and steward of the ideals set forth in that fateful day in 1970. Throughout the years, UST has continued to exhibit excellence in educating and molding professionals, training under its wings in its programs offering medical technology. True to this, the University of Santo Tomas Department of Medical Technology has never stopped dreaming beyond its saying, pursuing great goals in its quest for excellence. The department has continuously sought competent, compassionate, and committed faculty rosters with numerous roles in organizations here and abroad in the upkeep of the profession. They train and studied here and abroad in areas of laboratory science and public health, and continuously strive to be excellent and produce research that are recognized in the Philippines and internationally. UST challenges its faculty to be the best they are. In fact, the number of academic staff with master's and doctorate degree are always kept to accreditation standards. And now, with its leadership, UST not only offers one of the most well-known postgraduate education in medical technology, it has also created the first ever doctorate degree in the profession, answering to the demands of the time, and the first among its peers. To its students, stakeholders, the Department of Medical Technology has always nurtured excellent education. Not only does UST perennially send top-notchers in the roster of successful examinees in the professional licensing exam, always soaring above national passing rate, and has won gold at the PAMET Quizbee, which the late UST is the back-to-back champion. But UST has also took on the challenge of globalizing its education, forming partners with institutions abroad, where it sends students yearly for internship, allowing the students to immerse in the global environment and education. The UST Department of Medical Technology students are as well trained to be good leaders, holding numerous student leader positions in its home unit, UST at large, and in inter-school organizations such as FISMET. Beauty and Brains is kept a symbol as UST bags awards left and right in friendly student competition organized by PASMET and its student partners. Both faculty and students, and the leadership alike, has also dedicated themselves in community service, keeping its community and public health course alive and strong throughout the years, with a leadership that has fostered commitment to the underserved, partnering with UST Simbahayan in organizing the socio-economic determinants of health and working closely in promoting the health of its partner communities. UST has kept its competence, commitment, and compassion strong in promoting excellence in education and leadership, internationalization and research, and community and extension service. Its alumni and current students alike continue to benefit from the fire burning within them that is sparked by walking the halls of the second floor of the UST main building and the laboratories in the UST Garden and the future forward new Central Laboratory. From its humble beginning as an elective course among the 4th and 5th year pharmacy student in its early years to now when it is one of the few SHED Level 4 accredited institutions of medical technology, laboratory science education in the country. The Department of Biochemistry experienced some difficulties in the past 5 years. With the K-12 transition, they experienced 0 enrollees for 2 years. They had revised their entire curriculum to introduce innovations and adapt to the needs of the K-12 graduates as well as their careers after graduation. But at the same time, this also gave them the opportunity to be productive and improve their program, which was met with fruitful success. In the past 5 years, they were able to attain Level 2 and currently Level 3 accreditation status from the PACU-COA. They were awarded as the first biochemistry program to attain Level 3 status. The program is also internationally recognized as it received the AUNQA Program Level Assessment Certification. Some faculty members received their recognition in research as Gawad Albertus Magnus Awardees. The Department of Biochemistry also hosted several foreign visitors such as student delegates from the Hanam University from Daejeon, South Korea, professors from the Kyoto University and the University of Tokyo who provided a short training on chemical biology to biochemistry students. The Department of Biochemistry was also able to continue hosting their annual special lecture in biochemistry with their first ever pre-pandemic virtual lecture held at the Tanghalang Teresita Carino Hall with their speakers presenting live from the City University of New York via Blackboard Collaborate. Ensuring a holistic development, the academic staff of the department were also active in participating in faculty development activities, planning activities, scientific congress such as the PSBMB, special training and other university, college, and department activities. Taking pride of their heritage, the first batch of graduates visited the Faculty of Pharmacy during their 50th homecoming year, reminiscing their time at the university with Father Lorenzo Rodriguez. The Department of Biochemistry is thankful enough to continuously receive new students who wants to be future Thomasian biochemists and transform them to graduates who are ready to take on the world, mostly performing well in their academics with our latest summa cum laude and Rector's Awardee in 2018. The UST Faculty of Pharmacy gives significance to internationalization by having its banner program, UST FOP Global Learning for Outstanding Benchmarking and Experiential Education, or the UST FOP Globe. Since it can prepare the student and its faculty for a role in the global arena by facilitating programs like faculty and student mobility, research, training, and joint symposium with partner institutions. Such programs can develop cross-cultural competencies and understanding of global issues as well as respect for cultural and religious diversity. the UST FOP has facilitated the signing of 8 Memorandum of Understanding with international institutions through the UST Office of International Relation and Program, and is actively involved in collaborating with 16 international partner institutions. Student mobility fosters engagement with international students and create opportunities for student engagement with cultural others in the local society. In both formal and informal learning settings, teaching activities are designed to stimulate exchange and collaboration among the students from diverse backgrounds, whether they are domestic or international. It develops programs that motivates foreign students to appreciate the Filipino culture as well as to be familiar with pharmacy, medical technology, and biochemistry practice in the country. The Internationalization Committee also promotes faculty engagement in the international arena through research, academic visit, and attendance to training courses which can further enrich themselves for the internationalization of the course and the program. This collaborative activities serves as the internationalization at home of the faculty, which integrates global perspective, thereby enhancing the quality of various programs offered by the faculty. The current situation, which limits most of the internationalization activity, the Faculty of Pharmacy came up with the project FOP Virtual Exchange Collaborative Online International Learning, or VEXCOIL, as the best option for internationalization at home for the students and faculty members who may not be internationally mobile during this period. In collaboration with partner institutions, the Department of Pharmacy, Medical Technology, and Biochemistry are conceptualizing and organizing virtual internships to provide student interns global perspective within their program of study. Moreover, the UST Faculty of Pharmacy, in celebration of its 150th founding anniversary, organized the first International Congress on Collaborative Education and Research in Healthcare, ICCIRC, with the theme, Furthering Opportunities Towards a Progressive Nation. The ICCIRC is a collaborative effort of the 3 programs of the Faculty of Pharmacy as a contribution to the university's research and internationalization initiative in response to the nation's call for growth in the area of healthcare and education. The free virtual conference was sponsored by Mercury Drug Corporation and was held last March 9 to 12, 2021, which was attended by pharmacists, faculty members, researchers, and students. Other virtual mobility programs like Balik FOP, Virtual APPE of PharmD students with University of Illinois at Chicago, webinar and special lectures allow virtual collaborations, sharing of teaching materials and experience, expanding perspectives in classroom discussion, and sensitize students to other forms of knowledge production as well as mode of conducting scientific research. With these activities, both faculty members and students gain knowledge and materials not available in their home campus in a more collaborative format and enhance their communicative and social skills. The Research Management Group manages the research agenda of the Faculty of Pharmacy. The RMG supervises all undertakings concerning research and innovations, leading towards the university's mission and vision for excellence and global competitiveness. In addition, the RMG takes pride in hosting the Research Expo, a yearly event that showcases the research output from the Faculty of Pharmacy. The Faculty of Pharmacy Research Ethics Committee has been in existence for more than 5 years, with its roots tracing back from the initiative of Dr. Librado Santiago. Since then, the committee has become in charge to oversee the ethical soundness of research outputs produced by the students of the 3 departments. As of December 2020, the number of researched almost reached 100 and is increasing over time. The diversity in terms of its composition helps in ensuring that research protocols are written well both technically and ethically. In fact, members constantly update themselves through relevant seminars and trainings on good research practice. FOP-REC is housed in the mezzanine of Laboratory 19, second floor of the UST main building. The Faculty of Pharmacy Community Development is geared towards the enrichment and empowerment of the members of its partner communities through the provision of holistic, sustainable healthcare and education. Guided by the Thomasian ideals, the Faculty of Pharmacy Community Development fulfills its mission of cultivating commitment, compassion, and Christian values in the pursuit of excellence among its students, faculty members, and support staff through community service extension programs to its partner communities, Barangay Bagong Silangat, Quezon City, Barangay Pugat, Hagonoy, Bulacan, and Arnold Johnson, Kalinga Center. The projects planned and implemented are aligned with the key result areas established by the Simbahayan Community Development Office to achieve the target outputs based on the key performance indicators. Over the years, the number of community development activities, participation of faculties, support staff, and students have increased. And despite the COVID-19 pandemic, Faculty of Pharmacy Community Development, through its partnership with Simbahayan, continues its mission to serve its partner communities and others through webinar series geared towards health promotion and disease prevention. Other initiatives such as fundraising programs for the benefits of students and members of its partner communities who are experiencing financial difficulties due to the pandemic has been organized by student organization and the faculty. The faculty development is the arm of every institution in enhancing and molding faculty members of the academe. The Faculty Development Committee of the Faculty of Pharmacy continuously delivers its purpose to develop faculty's professional growth through teaching and learning, personal growth through psychosocial development, personality development, and physical development, institutional growth through benchmarking, social-cultural, community service, and research activities, and spiritual growth through recollection, retreats, and pilgrimage. During the worldwide pandemic, the Faculty Development Committee, in collaboration with the Teaching and Learning Committee, conceptualized the Purple Cloud Pharmacy Update on Remote Pedagogy and Learning Engagement, with the theme Purple Care, Capability, Adaptability, Resilience, and Efficiency, to adopt with a new work culture on an institutional and global dimension. This program is also to address learners' unique needs in terms of pace, place, process, situation, and output of learning to have a continuity of inclusive education approach using appropriate mode of delivery. The Alumni Affairs Committee serves as liaison between the Alumni Affairs Office of the University, the Faculty of Pharmacy, and the Alumni Association. The activities are geared towards reaching out to all alumni of the Faculty of Pharmacy wherever they may be. This is done together with Alumni Association of the Faculty by having annual Grand Alumni Homecoming and honoring jubilarians, recognizing their achievements in the real world. From time to time, we welcome specific batches of alumni as part of their batch reunion, with programs specifically prepared for them, including celebration of a mass for the batch, letting them experience Thomasian Welcome Walk, allowing them to have a university tour for them to enjoy the latest developments around the campus, giving them souvenirs such as the Jubilarian Medals and Certificate of Appreciation, and offering a short program. The Alumni Affairs Committee provides its channel for alumni who wanted to share their blessing through scholarship programs for students under the Faculty of Pharmacy. The committee also identifies and coordinates with the alumni who wanted to collaborate with the Faculty of Pharmacy in the planning and implementation of some special projects like medical missions, CPD seminars, and others.
Amidst all the achievements that the Faculty of Pharmacy have, our alumni have been partners in achieving all those. We recognize their role and efforts in making the Faculty of Pharmacy a cradle of knowledge, excellent in teaching and learning, research and innovation, community services, and internationalization. With its continuously expanding borders, alumni of the Faculty of Pharmacy has served as focal point persons in forging agreements with various institutions of higher learning and private and public companies. They serve as ways for new partners and to strengthen ties with our current partners. Our alumni have also been generous with their time, serving as speakers in the different symposia and conferences that we are hosting, particularly the Balik Pharma program, where they are able to share their knowledge and expertise to the incoming generation of pharmacists, medical technologists, and biochemists. At this juncture, let us now witness the most important part of the program, the recognition and the awarding of the 150 distinguished alumni of the Faculty of Pharmacy, men and women whose success has contributed to the faculty's worldwide reputation and history of excellence and leadership, both professionally and within the community, and who has demonstrated commitment, compassion, and competence, and exhibited the importance of the UST Faculty of Pharmacy education, and are loyal to the vision and mission of the faculty by alumni involvement and philanthropic support. Friends, ladies and gentlemen, let us all welcome the President of the Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association and Scholarship Foundation, Inc., and the Presiding Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, Associate Professor Maria Elena de Jesus Manansala, to give the overview of the Faculty of Pharmacy Distinguished Alumni Award.
Happy Foundation Day to all. One of the highlights in the sesquicentennial anniversary celebration of the foundation of the Faculty of Pharmacy in the University of Santo Tomas is the Distinguished Alumni Awards. This is the highest honor given by the Faculty of Pharmacy to its graduates who have attained distinction in professional achievements, have made substantial contributions to society, and have demonstrated competence, compassion, and commitment. There are 7 categories for the awards: service to the church, arts and media, education, science and technology, industry and entrepreneurship, public service and governance, and health and community service. An executive committee on awards was formed, and this consists of 2 groups. 5 members from the Faculty of Pharmacy, chaired by Assistant Professor Dr. Tomas Alferos, and members were Dean Aletheris Lacanay, Assistant Dean Maria Frida Hapan, Associate Professor Cristina Doria, and Assistant Professor Angelica Crisostomo. Another 5 members from the UST Faculty of Pharmacy, Alumni Association, and Scholarship Foundation, Inc., chaired by Associate Professor Sandra C. Members were Professor Ross Vasquez, Assistant Professor Vivian Asuncion, Assistant Professor Rona Ramos, and yours truly, Associate Professor Maria Elena Manansala. The Executive Committee holds the right to recommend the criteria and point system for the screening of the nominees and the selection of awardees for each category. We called for nominations last October 2020. Those qualified should possess the following. 1. Exemplified Thomasian values. 2. Achieved outstanding contributions to his or her profession. 3. Has compassion for others that bring about substantial benefits to society and distinct honor to the faculty as well as to the university. And 4. Must be of high integrity. Only living alumni could be nominated, and members of the executive committee were excluded from the awards, and also faculty members except those with rank of professor. Rubrics were formulated to bring about ranking among the nominees. After 3 months of tedious evaluation of voluminous documents submitted, we have come up with a verdict that these awardees serve as models and inspiration for our young professionals and students, that in serving others, we fulfill our mission and purpose in life. Congratulations to our distinguished alumni awardees. Thank you.
Thank you, Associate Professor Manansala. Reverend Fathers, dear administrators, faculty members, support staff, students, parents, friends, ladies and gentlemen, presenting to you the 150 distinguished alumni of the Faculty of Pharmacy.
The following are the distinguished alumni in the service to the Church. The Most Reverend Alejandro D. Aklan, Auxiliary Bishop for the San Fernando Region, Archdiocese of Los Angeles. He worked briefly as a medical technologist at the United States Naval Base in Subic Bay, Olongapo City, before joining the Faculty of Pharmacy in UST until 1974. Reverend Father Florentino Bolo Jr., OP. He served as the Vice Rector of the UST Central Seminary from 2008 to 2011, UST Secretary General from 2009 to 2012, and General Promoter of the Priestly Fraternities of St. Dominic, General Curia, Rome from 2016 to 2022. Reverend Father Carlo Ray C. Canto, OP. Father Caloy is a native of Narvacan, Ilocos Sur. He is a licensed medical technologist. He is not a professional songwriter, but he was able to compose the UST Faculty of Pharmacy Sesquicentennial Hymn. Reverend Father Noe E. Elnar. He was given the very first Panata Award by the Tanay local government for his exceptional services in the religious and spiritual growth of the people, exemplifying the love of God, country, and family. Reverend Father Jose Alain Pugay Manalo. At present, he is the Episcopal Vicar for Catholic Education and Superintendent of Diocesan Schools. Father Alain P. Manalo vigorously advocates Christian excellence in education. specifically in the school's quality of instruction, in Christian values formation, and very importantly, in accessibility. Reverend Father Alberto de Jesus Santiago. He was appointed parish priest at Santa Monica Parish in Angat, Bulacan, and founded and administered parochial schools of the diocese. He was awarded as one of the most outstanding parish priests of 2021 by My Pope Philippines. Felisa Martin Pulumbari. One of the biggest passions in her life now is the Sarah Club, where she helps to encourage vocations to the priesthood, diaconate, and religious life. She is a Sunday Mass lector and Eucharistic minister and help organize churches' special seasons and events in her own parish of St. Patrick's at Markham, Ontario. The following are the distinguished alumni in the field of arts and media. Edlin Talyada Abuel. Beyond her expertise in the field of medical technology, Edlin has always had a passion for arts and media. She was handed with several meritorious awards by GMA and also landed a nomination from the Film Academy of the Philippines Luna Awards for Best in Editing for the movie Ang Dalawang Mrs. Reyes. Vincent Paul Enteng Bago Evangelista, an award-winning musical theater actor, TV host, and singer, he was awarded Best Actor in a featured role in a musical for Tony Award-winning Broadway musical Urinetown at the 2017 Broadway World.com Houston Theater Awards. Aside from being the most prolific Filipino-American performing artist, he works as a senior clinical liaison for Transition Healthcare in Houston, Texas. Ani T. Fuentes. Ani T. Fuentes is a registered pharmacist specializing in healthcare publishing and communications. She set up the regional memes editorial team in the Philippines and directed the timely delivery of updated editorial content of more than 20 memes ASEAN editions. Bernard Aloysius Aloy M. Noronha. Aloy's family established the Philippine Theater Music and Arts, a theater company that ventures into digital propping technology. The company trains aspiring theater, television, and movie actors, dancers, singers, and production staff for free. All their scholars and graduates become part of the production team, while others work for big production networks. The following are the distinguished alumni in the field of industry and entrepreneurship. Cynthia Laksamana Africa. Having passion for her profession and the discipline of a Thomasian kind of excellence, she founded Hilak Pharmaceuticals with her late husband, Angel Africa. Her pharmacist training landed her a job as a president of the SPL Market Management Corporation. At present, she is working on her Juris Canonici Licentiate, also under the UST Ecclesiastical Faculty. A pharmacist, a businesswoman, and a servant of the Church, Cynthia's life journey has and will always be towards moral formation and social transformation. Erlinda Ventanilla Alvarez II. tasked with a tall order of establishing Lundbeck's business unit in the Philippines at a tender age. Heading Lundbeck Philippines Incorporated for 18 years now, Joan hopes to leave a legacy that will inspire young people to strive for a life filled with the Tomasian core values of competence, compassion, and commitment. The very same things that have been sustaining her both personally and professionally through the years. Ban Joseph Am. He is the Director of Operational Excellence for Asia Pacific Johnson & Johnson. He is part of the company's Asia Pacific Leadership Team and the G100 Global Leadership Team, which is composed of the top 100 leaders of the company worldwide. In an effort to share his knowledge and experience, he has become a known resource person in business, a motivational speaker, and a performance coach, helping numerous institutions and individuals in the last 15 years. Bufford Advincula Ang was a recipient of the Ralph G. Smith Memorial Scholarship from the American Industrial Hygiene Foundation and the 3M Industrial Hygiene Scholarship awarded by 3M, both of which are competitive nationwide scholarships for eligible industrial hygiene students in the United States. Today, he is the only Filipino who was able to achieve both prestigious graduate scholarships in the field of occupational hygiene and is the only Filipino certified by the American Board of Industrial Hygiene. Vivian K. Ascona is the president of Mercury Drug Corporation. Under her leadership, Mercury Drug has grown into a network of over 1,200 stores at the most strategic places nationwide, with over 100 stores serving the public 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, employing the largest number of pharmacists nationwide. Vivian also leads Mercury Drug Foundation Incorporated, which takes care of Mercury Group's corporate social responsibility programs. Connie Malubay Cabanto. With her strong business acumen and the ability to understand the financial impact of decisions being made and to understand multiple aspects of the business, she kept the company expanding and growing in the international arena under her watch. Teresita Tiu Chan. A multidimensional pharmacist, Teresita, as the current president of Basic Pharmaceutical Corporation, is also the vice president of Creative Travel House and is a board of director of Eurowest Agro-Industrial Farm and being one of the founding members of the Philippine Drug Importers and Distributors Incorporated, and currently being a member of the Philippine Pharmaceutical Manufacturing Association. Her focus and dedication toward being a pharmacist and a company leader while serving God creates a very good balance. Liwanag C. Cruz, owner and founder of Kempro Analytical Services Laboratories Incorporated, and established the first fire assay laboratory for jewelry products for Cottage Industry Technology Center of Marikina City in 2010. She highlights her professional achievements thus far as domains with which men in business and the arts would consider out of this world and never understand. Susana Gonzalez Cruz. Susana Gonzalez Cruz started her company armed with a vision that in God's perfect time, it will become one of the leading veterinary drug manufacturers in the Philippines. True to her vision, and with God's help and good people around her, Maxan Laboratories Incorporated grew 10,000-fold, which is now a place she called for her own. Mary Magdalene Castro del Rosario. The zest for a meaningful life and the fire to succeed are powerful factors which propel a Tomasian like Mary Magdalene C. del Rosario She integrated meaningful and sustainable developments in business operations to improve their employees' livelihood. This Tomasian really has a zest and fire for her life and success. Dahlia Tang Di, the expansion tigress in pharmacy retail. Through her leadership skill, the combined store numbers of South Star Drug and the generics pharmacy, the group became the largest and biggest drugstore chain in the country today in terms of network. Julius Caesar D. Eustaquio. His career started as a pharmacist in charge for Taisho Hizun Laboratories, makers of the Povitan energy drink. Later, he became a professional healthcare representative for Pfizer Philippines, where he earned numerous awards as top sales representative. JC, together with a business partner, established Rex Pharmacy Review Center in 2006. Maria Lourdes Sindico Garganera. This lady is a pack dynamo. This pharmacist basks and shines where she is planted. Charm and the rare combination of humility and charisma transmitted by osmosis. She has held about 40 leadership positions from all the available professional organizations as well as in the university setting. Currently, she holds the position of Assistant Vice President at the Regulatory Affairs Management of Unilab. Zenaida Eloria Gomez. Prior to her retirement, Zenaida has traveled extensively as a worldwide QA compliance risk assessment auditor for Teva Pharmaceuticals. Presently, Zenaida remains a pharmaceutical consultant on an as-needed basis. She was able to establish herself as a hardworking, focused, and valuable researcher in both fields of biochemistry and pharmacology researcher. Marietta Guanzon Pecache Holmgren. In early 70s, she formulated Citrobel, a famous brand of skin refiner and toner distributed by the family-owned Oro Laboratories. Marietta spearheaded the establishment of an orphanage in 1988 and a school to serve the orphans in 1992. She has always had her hands full, continuing to fulfill her life's purpose, which ultimately is her way of serving God. Ana Lisa Umali Lopez, as the Chief Operating Officer, Great Lab, a drug, food, and cosmetic manufacturing company. As a motivational speaker, she hosts an evening talk show in 95.1 Kiss FM radio. She is one lady who is not afraid to try anything that she thinks can bring her to success. Huberto Salinas Lozada. He has over 35 years of experience in development of pharmaceutical and natural health product formulations, equipment qualification, and manufacturing process validation, production, quality assurance, and supply chain logistics. In 2009, he registered his own company, Canamed Life Sciences Incorporated in Canada. Canamed products are exported to the Philippines, are registered with the Philippine FDA, and sold through an exclusive distributor. Gloria Tulao Muto. This lady has been around the pharmaceutical industry. She knows the way and she also knows the ways. A registered pharmacist and regulatory consultant with experiences spanning more than 40 years in the industry. She has formed Pharma Intermedia Consultancy. Apart from her dedication to her profession, Glo has been an active member of the Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association for 19 years. Hector P. Ocampo. After almost 30 years working with due diligence and unwavering quality work and ethics, he retired at Pfizer in 2007 to pursue consultancy work on sales training and development by designing, conducting and sustaining training programs for about 24 corporations in his list of clients so far. One important achievement is the development and conduct of Medical Representative Accreditation Training Program approved by PRC. Christopher Chua Ong. Christopher Ong is the General Manager of Baker's Fair, a manufacturing and retail bake shop with more than 35 branches in Metro Manila and nearby provinces. With more than 20 years of work experience under his belt, he now turns his attention to the bakery next phase, to build a new bakery commissary that is more efficient by utilizing modern technology and organizational experience. Evangeline V. Orejola, President and General Manager of Northfield Laboratories Incorporated, and in recognition of her significant achievements, she received Golden Globe Awards as Filipino Achiever in the years 2014 and 2016. James Narciso Pasamonte. He has a rich experience in the technical field of pharmaceutical, medical device, foods and beverage, manufacturing management, both locally and globally. No wonder he is a decisive leader with excellent professional, organizational, operational, and planning skills. Erlinda Cua Pijuan, a pioneer in diagnostics marketing, combining knowledge in medical technology and executive education programs. She navigated the complex and challenging field to dominate in market shares. Teresita Ona Platon, owner of the Mount Carmel Drugstore and its branches. She has sponsored different outreach activities such as medical and dental missions in the depressed areas in Antipolo City with the help of the Franciscan Missionary Sisters. She has also made sufficient donations in support of the medical missions of the Catholic Women's League in her hometown. These efforts led Tess to be recognized in pharmacy management, entrepreneurial, and customer service. Ronaldo Esguerra Puno. His practice is complemented by his minimal involvement in various government agencies. He was given notable local and international recognitions in medical technology practice conferred to him by distinguished award-giving bodies of the profession and professional organizations. Tomas B. Rocamora Jr., arising from handling marketing and corporate planning, business development and marketing, management portfolios, pharmaceutical and paint industry. He is now the CEO of Phil Foods Fresh Baked Products Incorporated, a member of the Executive Committee of Gardenia Bakeries Philippines Incorporated. Bravwin Ko Tan is the Senior Plant Operations Manager of 2 factories for the Liwalwai China Corporation Limited, makers of Awishi Snap Foods and confectionaries. Today, his career expands 12 years, demonstrating superior management and operations qualities as well as excellent technical and people leadership skills. Chernporn Tengam Nawai. The companies he manages, Greater Pharma Company Limited, Greater Mybasin Company Limited, and Greater Pharma Manufacturing Company Limited, are driven by the purpose to provide high-quality healthcare products and services at an affordable price for the people in Thailand. For 20 years now, Mr. Tengam Nuai is a president of Thai Pharmaceutical Manufacturers Association, president of Pharmaceuticals Industry Club, the Federation of Thai Industries, and vice chair of the Federation of Thai Industries. Angeli Uy Sobremonte Tuaso, a successful owner of Mitsui Trading Philippines Limited Corporation, she became active in various business, social circles, and alumni organizations, and is currently the founding chairperson of the UST Tomasian Alumni Leaders Association, a member of UST AAI. This earned her the Distinguished Tomasian Alumni Award by the UST Alumni Association Incorporated. Delia Chong Wong is currently the president and the general manager of Samja Marketing Corporation and Sambo Joans Marketing Incorporated, which serve as the umbrella and holding corporations for the pharmacy, convenience stores, and distributions businesses in Zamboanga Peninsula and its neighboring island provinces. Del has received numerous awards and recognitions, including the Most Outstanding Pharmacist Award given by the PPHA during the National Convention in 2012. John Thomas Huivivar Yung is the Vice President and Company Pharmacist of Greenstone Pharmaceutical, manufacturer of the popular topical analgesic Katinko ointment. From what started as a small-scale operation with only 20 workers, Katinko has upgraded its talent portfolio, employing licensed professionals like pharmacists, chemists, technicians, and engineers. Lindia Laudio Yu. Linda started her career as junior research chemist in Splash Manufacturing Corporation in 1994. She formulated Splash's first whitening lotion. Last 2019, Linda Yu was elected as president of Philippine Society for Cosmetic Science Incorporated. Lee Zamora. Lee Zamora has 15 years of project management experience in the field of both information technology, which includes both software and infrastructure projects. The following are the distinguished alumni in the field of public service and governance. Teresita V. Atienza. Dr. Atienza is an Asian Public Intellectual Fellow of the Nippon Foundation. She was the Philippine representative to the Regional Committee of the API Fellowships Program. She is likewise a Salzburg Global Fellow on Optimizing Talent, Closing Educational and Social Mobility Gaps Worldwide. Jocelyn E. Balderrama focuses on ensuring the safety, quality, and efficacy of health products. With her knowledge, skills, dedication to quality, and passion for government service, she was tapped to take on leadership roles in various government organizations. Rose Gay E. Gonzalez Castañeda, an unwitting advocate of lifelong learning geared towards social upliftment. For every facet of work she gets into, there is always some knowledge and experience learned. Manuel A. Dioquino. In hindsight, entering the military service with a medical technology degree may have seemed far-fetched or irrelevant. But this has changed in the light of the emerging fight against international terrorism and the use of weapons of mass destruction. Providentially, a soldier medtech became most relevant, suitable, and useful. Griselda Temblique Galzote. Staying true to USD's mission, Griselda has been committed to the call to serve the nation through her knowledge and skills. She worked in the public attorney's office since it is of her utmost desire to provide free legal assistance to indigent litigants and the underprivileged members of the society. Currently, she is a senior assistant provincial prosecutor of the National Prosecution Service of the Department of Justice. Aristo Gerson P. Gesmundo, Assistant Commissioner of PRC. Attorney Gesmundo established the Quality Standard System of the Maritime Affairs, which conferred PRC the ISO certificate, placing the Filipino seafarers at par with the international standards. A true-blooded Tomasian, Attorney Gesmundo's main goal in teaching was to produce not mere lawyers, but a competent and compassionate Christian lawyer. Jocelyn Esguerra Gomez is a practitioner and a public health expert who plays a significant role as the provincial health officer in the provincial government of Bulacan. Dr. Joy was elected as governor in Philippine Medical Association Central Luzon in 2019 to 2020. Sumali Ornkit Pasarn. In her 37 years at the Thai Food and Drug Administration, her main concern was on health products consumer protection related to several laws, regulations, and public health. Maria Lourdes Caballero Santiago. For almost 32 years, she served the Food and Drug Administration, where she retired as Deputy Director General for Field Regulatory Operations Office, a position she held for 5 years with the rank of Career Executive Service Officer too. Because of her contributions and accomplishments in assuring the quality of pharmaceutical products for the benefit of the Filipinos, she became a recipient of the USD's The Outstanding Tomasian Alumni Award in the field of allied health and the Outstanding Pharmacist in the Government Service given by the Philippine Pharmacists Association, amongst others. Robert Victor G. Ciares Jr., the youngest National Tobacco Administration administrator ever appointed to the position. He was consistently cited for his achievements in supporting and improving the systems of health services of local communities, educational development. He looks forward to fulfill the dreams of his father of a progressive, sustainable industry where every tobacco growers are happy with the fruits of their labor. Grace Gakula Singson. She loves teaching, but stronger is her commitment to the Candonians and to spur more developments and progress in the municipality of Candon as a loyal public servant for more than 30 years. Marian C. Mariano Tangtinco. Honorable Marian Tangtinco is a member of the PRC Professional Regulatory Board of Medical Technology from 2003 to the present. She served her health community in Bulacan as a pioneer and co-founder of BMMGHSCI Clinic together with a group of doctors, nurses, and other health workers, the first medical cooperative in Bulacan. She was also the owner of Santo Domingo Clinical Laboratory from 1986 to 2011 and LabCare Laboratory and Drug Testing. These laboratories conducted medical missions with free laboratory tests for the constituents of Plaridel and provide quality and affordable laboratory service. Teresita Nalagan Tumangan. Honorable Teresita's long cry for cheaper yet quality drugs finally found its way to fruition under the helm of then Secretary of Health Alfredo Bengson and Undersecretary Raiz Gamboa. The national policy for quality, affordable, and available drug for every citizen paved the way for the generics law. In 2019, Honorable Teresita was named Most Influential Woman of the World by the Filipina World Network in Westin Paris, Vendôme, France. Eduardo Santos Untalan II. He received several awards and commendations both as a legal officer and a police officer for his service. He is assigned as the Provincial Legal Officer of Rizal Police Provincial Office, Police Regional Office 4A. Antonio Lumawig Uy Jr. Doc Tonton was elected as mayor of the municipality of Santa Cruz, Marinduque in 2019. He still performs free medical services and surgeries to his underprivileged fellow men. His medical background and advocacy to serve enabled him to improve the healthcare system and social services in his municipality. Maria Rosario Silvia Zapanta Uy. Staying true to her calling to serve humanity, she went with her husband to serve the people in Mindanao. They both work at the Cotabato Regional Hospital. She also had the opportunity to work with the poorest of the poor as a primary care physician at the Smoky Mountain Health Center and lying in Tondo, Manila, before becoming a public health servant at the Department of Health. The following are the distinguished alumni in the field of education. Aristea V. Baiken. Professor Aristea V. Baiken is a consummate scholar and professor, receiving several scholarship grants from prestigious foundations and organizations, and received several distinctions and recognitions from different award-giving bodies. She also co-authored several learning materials for chemistry. Being retired in teaching now, serves her community by actively serving the local parish church. Eileen Kamangeg. Associate Professor Kamangeg initiated and spearheaded the membership of MMSU to the Philippine Association of Colleges of Pharmacy. Her efficient administration, management, operation, and supervision of the Department of Pharmacy has helped make the Mariano Marcos State University as one of the top performing schools as certified by the Professional Regulation Commission based on the pharmacist licensure examinations. She is currently involved in a research on the development of a nature-based and antimicrobial cosmeceutical products. Norma Nunez Chan. Ms. Nunez was involved as an officer in both academic and professional practice. During her term as PAMIT president, they took definite position in professional and national issues on lethal injection, revision of the Medical Technology Code of Ethics. As the fruit of her total dedication and invaluable service rendered to her profession, she received several distinctions. Truly, her innovative spirit and leadership are worth emulating. Rodora Carino Estacio. Through the years, she was the principal investigator or co-investigator in DOST PCHRD funded projects, the most recent of which is on the biofunctional activities of Sampung Halamang Gamot. This lady scientist maintains her equilibrium by the words of Albert Einstein, learn from yesterday, live for today, and hope for tomorrow. Editha Barrera Ganisa, currently the Dean of Mondrian Aura College Graduate School. One of her most notable achievements is in partnership with her husband, Edgar Gutana Ganisa, in helping a total of more than 3,210 disadvantaged youth, including the minorities, to have access to socialized college education at Mondrian Aura College, and those who graduated were employed and lifted themselves and their families from poverty. Dean Emeritus Dr. Norma Villanueva Lerma. Dean Emeritus Dr. Norma V. Lerma, multi-awarded pharmacist, earned 3 bachelor's degree in the fields of pharmacy, mathematics and physics, and medical technology from the University of Santo Tomas as summa cum laude in all courses. She received the Doctor of Science, honoris causa degree from the International Association of Presidents John Dewey University Consortium of America. She served as the Dean of the UST Faculty of Pharmacy for 18 years. Dean Lerma is recognized as a local and international delegate, speaker, researcher, and textbook writer. She was a member of the project committee of the first Philippine Pharmacopoeia, and her pioneering research led to the production of Tonkin ointment, which received a patent later on. Regarded by her peers as primus inter pares, and by her family as an epitome of intellectual excellence, Dean Lerma still hopes and prays for a world safer and healthier for her children and grandchildren. Felicissimo D. Martinez Jr. His distinguished contribution to the field of medical technology as a specialist in blood banking, his exemplary service in his profession, and his commitment to transfusion medicine is unwavering. His competence, excellence, and commendable track record has earned him various awards and recognition. Charita Marie Palaroan Mayo was elected as Vice President for Luzon in the Philippine Association of Colleges of Pharmacy in 2016 to 2018, where she was tasked to collaborate with her colleagues in the academe in formulating the job description of pharmacists who are involved in the adult immunization program and evaluate the PACOP membership of the pharmacy program of other schools. Agnes B. Medenilla. Agnes was listed in Talaang Pandangal by the University of Santo Tomas Alumni Association in 1983 and was given the Outstanding Commission Award by the University of Santo Tomas Alumni Association in 1984. She was awarded as Most Outstanding Medical Technologies by the Philippine Association of Medical Technologists in 1994 and the Most Outstanding Professional in Medical Technology by the Professional Regulation Commission in 1995, a multi-awarded commission. Delia de Castro Ontenco. The experience highlights of Delia de Castro Ontenco may be subdivided into research, administrative, and teaching categories. Her academic duties and responsibilities included deanship of a College of Medical Technology. Marina Osma Ossi. Marina S. Ossi is a registered pharmacist who worked as a quality manager and pursued a career as a quality manager, teacher, and author. Her former advisees are now esteemed in their respective fields as program leads, corporate and regulatory managers, and management influencers. Angelita Suarez Sarile. Professor Sarile spent 44 years in the Faculty of Pharmacy, rising from the rank of instructor to full-time professor. Professor Sarile navigated her way into teaching previously conceived difficult subjects like inorganic, organic chemistry, and chemistry of biomolecules, and was recognized as an outstanding professor in the Faculty of Pharmacy for 3 consecutive years. Rosalinda del Castillo Solevilla. Dr. Solevilla is a multi-awarded academician and scientist. Some of her recognitions were awarded by the Philippine Regulatory Commission, the PRC Outstanding Professional Award of the Year, and in 2003, the National Research Council of the Philippines also awarded her the Achievement Awardee for her significant contribution to pharmaceutical sciences. Dalisay T. Chonglasi. Dalisay Chonglasi has seen the teaching methodology changes with the present situation of pandemic. New challenges need solutions for virtual classroom is here to stay. As she celebrates more than 50 years teaching, she can only say that once a teacher, always a teacher. Priscilla Maglunog Torres, Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy for 8 years. She received distinguished recognitions, notably the 2009 Outstanding Professional of the Year Award in the field of pharmacy from the Professional Regulation Commission, the Excellence Award from the Philippine Federation of Professional Associations, and the Gawad San Lorenzo Dangal ng UST Award from the University of Santo Tomas. Sister Maria Marisa Reyes Viri. Sister Maria Marisa was designated as Program Dean, College Dean, Vice President for Administration, Directress, and President in the various RVM schools across the Philippines. She has been given recognition for her various engagements in the field of education. In 2016, the Philippine Association of Colleges of Pharmacy Incorporated recognized her exemplary leadership in the advancement of the organization by supporting its mission and goals. Teresita Mendoza Sara, a sought-after resource speaker and trainer for HIV laboratory procedures, and established best practices for medical practitioners, government institutions, universities, and private companies. Her vast experience in medical technology practice has enabled her to seamlessly transition as a corporate leader. The University of Santo Tomas Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association and Scholarship Foundation Incorporated proudly presents to you the distinguished alumni in the field of science and technology. Donato Dani Huco Arimbuanga. Mr. Arimbuanga served as a role model in the establishment of multiple laboratory oversight, regional director in multiple countries, served as president and president-elect of 2 laboratory associations, a member of California Laboratory Workforce Advisory Committee, and most recently a key member of the John Muir Health COVID-19 Testing Workgroup. Mario Estacio Casupana. As chemistry supervisor at the Kaiser Regional Laboratory, he became a pioneer in the field of quality improvement. A legacy he is very proud of was the organization and formation of the Clinical Laboratory Scientists Union, which solidified the otherwise indifferent CLS-MT group. Roldan Medina de Guia. Roldan was the first UST BS Biochemistry graduate to obtain the highest mark in BRC Chemist licensure examination. He obtained his Doctorate of Natural Sciences, Dr. Wreath, from Heidelberg University with distinction summa cum laude in 2014. He is now the head of Biochemistry and Hematology at the Czech Center for Phenogenomics, Vistek, Czech Republic. Priscilla Catabian de Lima is a recipient of various awards. Among these was 2017 Outstanding Isabelino Science and Technology Award of the Provincial Government of Isabela. Currently, she is the Cluster Executive Officer of Isabela State University Kawayan Campus. She has collaborated with the Department of Science and Technology and the local government unit of Kawayan City to make the city of Kawayan a smarter city by implementing smarter city concepts through the S&T programs and activities. Charmaine M. Alcante Duante. With her 4 decades of extensive research and development experience, she has been directly involved in several research studies in nutrition and health. Ms. Duante is strategist, a mentor, and a confidant rolled into one. Laila Lani Monserrat Florento. She is a member of the Advisory Council Philippine Association of Medical Technologies. Several recognition and awards were conferred on her both locally and internationally, among which were PFPA Distinction Award, Nordic IFBLS Award, and PRC Outstanding Medical Technologies. In a nutshell, she is a true-blooded medical technologist, an educator, and a servant leader proud to mention. Marivi Navong Moen. Her study on the potassium channel tetramerization domain 7 was recognized as one of their excellent research paper by the Oslo University Hospital in 2016. She is currently working at the Department of Molecular Medicine, University of Oslo, where she continues her work in the elucidation of amino acid transporters involved in the glutamine GABA cycle. Heriberta B. Nepomuceno. Berta's rise to prominence as the first Filipina scientist in the field of biosensor technology and bioengineering is a story that is both inspiring and heartwarming. Berta's indomitable spirit led her to be the first Filipino and non-Japanese to graduate from the University of Tokyo. She holds passion, discipline, and a loving character as key elements to her success. Having been endowed with Dominican dedication, this has embodied her in the belief that science should have a human face. Jose Leandro Lim Nugi. Andro is a 17-year clinical research professional who has been actively managing global and regional clinical trials, a critical piece of the D in the R&D, research and development of the pharmaceutical industry. He is an expert in conducting Phase 1 to Phase 4 clinical trials with various stakeholders in Asia Pacific, Europe, and the Americas. Estelita Sebastian O. She has been assisting the community by making small contributions all over the world to feed and educate the hungry and the abundant part from her very successful career in science. Reginald Bayani Salonga. Reginald Bayani Salonga is a testimony that good education, hard work, and perseverance can bring prominence in one's chosen field. He worked as a part-time instructor and researcher at major university before becoming a full-time lecturer at the Nagoya City University in 2017. Salonga received the DOST Malik Scientist Program Award in 2016 and 2017 for his work in the Philippine medicinal plants and allergic contact dermatitis using a hapten-induced animal model. Librado Avila Santiago. He was a recipient of the UST Gawad San Alberto Magno for the Best Published Research and Outstanding Researcher in Health Science category in 2014 and 2015. For 5 consecutive years, from 2012 to 2016, he received the UST Research Recognition Award for Gold Series and International Publications. Cecilia Paraino Thiman. She had the opportunity to work in contract projects with National Aeronautics Space Administration and in her work in the Central Intelligence Agency. She and her team mates received a Meritorious Unit Citation and an Equipment Suitability Division Citation. Sky's the limit. Cecilia's father has been proving to be predictive of his daughter's earthly and divine accomplishments. Rosalinda Caballero Torres. In recognition of her research work, she was conferred Scientist 1 by the Philippine Civil Service Commission and the National Academy of Science and Technology in 2017. She has received 64 awards from the prestigious award-giving bodies. These paved the way for her in inclusion in the 2009 Asian Scientist 100. Ana S. Balyari. Ana Santos Balyari is a principal scientist with Abbott Laboratories. She is also a member of the Abbott Diagnostic Division's Global Viral Surveillance Program, which actively looks for emerging human immunodeficiency virus and hepatitis strains around the world. Most recently, Anna contributed to the characterization of human Pegivirus 2 and the development of Abbott SARS-CoV-2 rapid tests. Mafel C. Israel. Retired but not tired is an apt description for Mafel C. Israel. Her research outputs were recognized by the university through the consistent UST Gold Series Award for research publications given every 2 academic years from 1992 to 2006 and 2012 to 2016. She is one of the co-authors of the utility model Tongkin antibacterial ointment, which was registered in December 2000. The following are the distinguished alumni in the field of health and community service. Teresita N. Agda. At present, she holds the second top position of Quezon City Medical Society and will soon be its president in July 2021. She was awarded by the Philippine Medical Association in 2015 the Icasiano Award First Prize as Outstanding Secretary of a Medical Society of Category 1 level and First Prize Icasiano Award Outstanding Treasurer Category 1 in 2016. Susan San Pedro Agoncillo, Chairman of the Department of Pediatrics from 2015 to 2017. She had been the core and prime mover with her family in putting up a preschool. Through the years, Mary Heights Learning Center Incorporated has provided an enriching experience to her total being from a resident training officer to headship of her own department, more so to being a business entrepreneur, employer, community mobilizer, and an educator as well. She manages to be a doctor-teacher to her wards in school. Elvira N. Balyada Aguinaldo, a recipient of the Most Active Pediatric Consultant of the Year in 2009, awarded by the Department of Pediatrics Medical Center Muntinlupa, and Most Outstanding Physician Award in 2011, granted by the Philippine Medical Association. Gerald P. Alcid. For Dr. Gerald Alcid, teaching is one of his passion and he continued to inspire future medical doctors. He is presently the president of the Philippine Board of Surgical Oncology and Board of Director for Surgical Oncology of the Philippines. He lives by these tenets, that life is full of hope and opportunities, to make passion the driving force to reach your goals, to stay hungry for success and never stop until you are full with prayer as your mighty weapon. Ryan Oscar Aplicador. Dr. Aplicador is a breast cancer advocate. In 2015, he organized a local version of Pink Run, Defeating Breast Cancer, a fun run, and a lay forum in one. He also led the creation of a molecular laboratory of the first RT-PCR laboratory in Region 12 for emerging and re-emerging diseases in a Level 1 government hospital as the incident commander of the hospital. Arlene de la Paz Arcilia. Arlene is a community pharmacist, educator, and a leader. For several years up to the present, she has been a coordinator of many organizations and is responsible for outreach programs and medical missions. Her religious background and focus on community collaboration had led her to a number of volunteer opportunities and community leadership roles. She is also an officer and member of many religious and civil organizations in Virac. Catherine Elizabeth Pandillo Arzadon. Project Munting Ngiti is her brainchild with husband Joseph Arzadon. This was later incorporated into a charitable foundation, Munting Ngiti Foundation Incorporated, in 2004. Also a recipient of the Most Outstanding Migrant in Healthcare Professional in 2012 from the Migrant Heritage Commission. Lailani Mercado Asis. Her community and public health involvement includes the establishment of the Subic Bay Metropolitan Authority facilities that now serve over 300,000 employees. Professor Asis has received numerous awards in her professional journey. Worth mentioning are the Dr. Cyrus Katsen Pheochromocytoma and Paraganglioma Humanitarian Award. And she has been a consistent recipient of UST Rector's Gold and International Publication Award since 1999 up to present. Benito Atienza. He is the first pediatrician to who practiced in his hometown of San Jose, Batangas. He founded the Child Bullied Health Workers Foundation in 1996 with Dr. Fidel Mundo as the honorary chair and advisor. Among his notable achievements and awards were first back-to-back awardee of PPS and Community Pediatric Society of the Philippines as the Dr. Fidel Mundo Outstanding Community Pediatrician. Elma Fonacier Camari Bidcorpe. She is grateful that she has had the opportunity to serve and join PAMID Incorporated and safeguard global advocacy on the prevention of COVID-19 infection through proper handwashing. She says, being able to help in a small way goes a long way. This is her motto: influence, inspire, impact, make a difference together. Clarito U. Cairo Jr. Dr. Cairo is the current president of Union ng mga Kawani ng Kagawaran ng Kalusugan Sentral. The journey of Dr. Cairo towards attaining his raison d'etre, service above self, and becoming a man of value began since he was a Tomasian student leader. He was one of the staunch proponents of Republic Act No. 11215, or the National Integrated Cancer Control Act, which gave rise to National Integrated Cancer Control Program in 2019. Herminio V. Casino. In 2007, he established the Herminio V. Casino Scholarship Fund for deserving graduating students at the USD Faculty of Pharmacy. Caring and generous, that is the heart of Herminio V. Casino. Mary Maxi Orbita Chua believes that dedication, discipline, and hard work are the foundations of greatness. Rowena Magaway Constantino. Queenie has since assumed a myriad of responsibilities and is actually very busy with all of them. Aside from her duties as a medical specialist at the regional hospital, she was appointed medical director of PLTCI LAT Medical Center in Solano, Nueva Vizcaya. Queenie exemplifies the quintessential woman who is ahead of her time. Strong-willed, driven, focused, and no-nonsense visionary in the period in time that is yet to unfold. Marilu Fonacier Cruz. After more than 45 years of clinical laboratory science experience, she shifted her focus on voluntary community service. She served as a vice president of the New Horizon Lions Club from 2012 to 2014 and became the club chaplain from 2011 to 2013. Marilu is an epitome of leadership and service to the community. She develops fellowship in the community through church, healthcare, school projects, and activities. Dalisay Cuevas. Miss Cuevas is a recipient of the prestigious Ishidate Award by the Federation of Asian Pharmaceutical Association given in Tokyo, Japan in 2006. Included in her string of awards are Most Outstanding Hospital Pharmacist by the peers in the Philippine Society of Hospital Pharmacy and by the National Organization of Philippine Pharmacists Association. Ana Rose M. Kumpas. Miss Ana Rose Maranan Kumpas has more than 30 years of experience in hospital pharmacy. She is a staunch advocate of medication safety. She epitomizes passion for the profession, and her achievements in the field of hospital pharmacy are not just commendable, but are most invaluable. She is a relentless worker, as an accomplished achiever, and consummate professional who changes the face of hospital pharmacy for the better. Julius Cesar J. Dalupang Jr., a pioneer of state-of-the-art pulmonary procedures. He treats patients with lung cancer and pleural diseases. He has performed many first advanced procedures in the country, including endobronchial ultrasound. He is a trainer of young physicians established the UST Bronchoscopy Education, the longest-running and the only university-based bronchoscopy workshop in the country that invites experts from around the world. Marlene T.B. She is currently the Vice President of the Philippine Obstetrical and Gynecologic Society, a recipient of the St. Antoninus Award from the UST Graduate School, is a dedicated professional and grateful alumna of the University of Santo Tomas. She is the only consistent provider of a specialist obstetrical and gynecological services to the Tomasian community, to both teaching and non-teaching personnel. Nieva Tesoro Embuldenilla. Even before her early laboratory work retirement, she started getting involved as a volunteer in boxing. Nieva became a judge in various provincial and national boxing events and was promoted to becoming a supervisor and technical delegate in international competitions, including the Olympics in 2012. She was a recipient of Best Asian Technical Delegate in 2012 and inducted to the Manitoba Sports Hall of Fame in 2018. Pilar S. Felipe. Pilar became the first female faculty member at the Divine Word Mission Seminary. Pilar's accomplished career includes 25 years of service at the Stanford University Hospital and 18 years of service as pharmacy supervisor at the Santa Clara Valley Medical Center, where she managed 10 ambulatory pharmacies and their staff. Founder and coordinator of Filipino Pharmacists Association of Northern California, outside of her professional contributions, Pilar has a long history of service to the parish of St. Victor in San Jose, California, where she and her family have been members for over 40 years. Raul Gagucas. Raul is a fellow and inspector team leader for the College of American Pathology, an organization that sets standards and benchmarks for the medical laboratories worldwide. Purificación Gallardo. Puring co-authored and delivered various lectures in the Federation of Asian Pharmaceutical Association conferences across Asia. She was a founding member of the University of Santo Tomas Faculty, Medical Technology, Biochemistry, and Botany Alumni Association. Cynthia De Leon Garcia. She is now a medical technologist with more than 40 years of experience in the field of laboratory medicine, practicing as a clinical laboratory scientist, generalist, licensed by the California State Board Laboratory Field Services, a medical technologist certified by the American Medical Technologists, and a registered medical technologist in the Philippines. Sister Maria Milicia J. Garcia. At present, she is the Director of Pharmacy of St. Paul Hospital at Dasmariñas, Cavite. She's been a recipient of numerous recognitions, such as the 2018 Lifetime Achievement Award of the Philippine Society of Hospital Pharmacists, the highest award given to hospital pharmacists who have brought invaluable contributions to hospital pharmacy practice and have shown exemplary professionalism worth emanating. Normando Clemente Gonzaga. Dr. Norman, as an academician, his students always anticipated and raved over his lectures. Dr. Normando Gonzaga is a medical technologist, a physician, a pathologist, an academician, an administrator, a researcher, a social mobilizer. Gabriel Monton Guevara. He was a soldier, a research laboratory technician, a medical laboratory technician, a U.S. Food and Drug Safety Inspector, Senior Consumer Officer, Compliance Officer, and an investigator. While in the U.S. Army, Gabrielle trained as a combat medical specialist, a medical laboratory technician, nuclear, biological, and chemical warfare specialist. Zenaida Parlan Hilbert belongs to the first batch of BS Medical Technology graduates in 1962. She volunteers and participates in many activities, goes every 2 years to the Philippines on their medical mission, doing cataract surgeries in different provinces. She is also an active member of many different clubs where she volunteered her time to help out. Saturnino P. Javier. He implanted the first intracoronary stent of MMC on June 20, 1995, and joined other Filipino interventional cardiologists in the landmark first case of intracoronary ultrasonography in the country. Armed with solid determination, foresight, and decisiveness, he steered and enabled the institution and its workforce to confront the challenges. Larry S. King. He has increased the awareness of the community on life support by regularly conducting free first aid and hands-only CPR. His principle in life is pegged from Edgar Allan Poe's line from the cast of Amontillado, because of the place, an environment was created that made you feel ancient spirits move with you only to find out later hidden LCD project these moving images. It may seem funny, but it is where kings live. Fatima T. Libuon. Though her medical career can be described as somewhat circuitous, it will never stop her from fulfilling her childhood dream and dedicate her life to her patients. She is and has always been involved with numerous civic organizations and hopes to inspire young doctors to become compassionate healers. Alvin C. Ling. To cure sometimes, relieve often, and comfort always, an aphorism he kept in his heart. He believes that the key to achievements is humility, because it will open us to more wisdom and will make us understand that everything we have is a gift from God. Belia Costin Maninga is a registered pharmacist both in the Philippines and United States of America. She has colorful career, having worked in 3 continents, Asia, Africa, and USA. Erwin D. Paliso. Recently, he received the Chui Chui Fujino International Award from the Asian Neuro-Ophthalmology Society for his dedication and admirable work in the field of neuro-ophthalmology in the Philippines. His paper was awarded the Best Research Paper in the first ASEAN Ophthalmology Congress held in Bangkok, Thailand last 2014. Rosaline E. Lames Pangan. Rosaline Pangan's start of her career as a hospital pharmacist at St. Luke's Medical Center. She developed clinical pharmacy practice setting of SLMC. She developed the program Basic Training of Newly Hired Pharmacists, which is now called Pharmacy Staff Effectiveness Training. She teaches clinical pharmacy at the University of Makati and co-authored a book entitled ENPN Formulary Clinical Nutrition Prescription Writing for Resident Physicians in Adult Medicine. Cecilia de la Rosa Reyes. She is the commanding officer of the Central Medical Equipment Depot, Canadian Armed Forces' largest pharmacy and medical material warehouse. Under her leadership, CMED continues to provide critical medical supplies to operations across Canada during the COVID-19 pandemic. Rizalina B. Sangalang Reyes, a proud Tomasian, embraced by core values of compassionate, caring, and integrity. Sally built her own company to advocate for the frail, sick, and the dying elderly population. An active member of the Alzheimer's Association of USA, she is tirelessly engaged in many educational activities, volunteering projects, and charitable movements. Domingo Camacho Sampang. He is credited to have performed the first transoral thyroglossal duct cyst excision via vestibular approach in the world. He is currently Board of Director, Philippine Association of Laparoscopic and Endoscopic Surgeons. Proportionate to his professional accomplishments are his civic contributions. In 2004, he founded the Bataan Cancer Society and Support Group, a community of cancer patients, survivors, and volunteers whose mission is to inspire and assist those afflicted. Lisa Vinluan Santos. Dr. Lisa has an advocacy for serving the community. During her 3-year tenure as president of the Philippine Ambulatory Pediatric Association Incorporated, she established multiple community-based programs, took part in internationally funded research endeavors, and organized lay fora and medical missions that aimed to promote health for all Filipino children. Francis Juan Sarao. In 10 years of his private clinical practice, he was given numerous opportunities, privileges, and honor to serve people from all over the peninsula through medical missions of various civic organizations such as the Rotary Club. His clinic, Clinica de Zamboanga, is the first DOH licensed and PhilHealth accredited ambulatory surgical clinic ophthalmology in Region 9. The Josephine and Francis Sarao Scholarship that his sister Josephine started in 2014 is his way of sharing forward so that underprivileged students are given the opportunity to learn from our beloved Royal and Pontifical University. Josephine Juan Sarao. A licensed pharmacist in the Philippines and the USA, Josephine was a patient wellness advocate engaged in a patient care as a community pharmacist with a chain pharmacy, formerly Rite Aid, in Georgia for more than a decade. Among her numerous awards were St. Antoninus of Florence Award to the 10 most outstanding alumni in the graduate school in 2015, Philippine Council for Health Research and Development Award in 2000, and a recipient of Rite Aid Pharmacy Team Member in 2012 and Pharmacy Champion in 2017. Recognition Award for exemplified and caring service provided to her patients. In appreciation of the education she obtained from her alma mater, she and her brother Francis established Josephine and Francis Sarao Scholarship Program in 2014. She believes that as stewards of God's blessing, giving back is their way of showing gratitude. Earl Luis Sempio. Teaching has always been his passion. His expertise in technology had led him to a path to become an e-learning specialist, working as the team leader of the Emerging Technologies Committee for the University of Santo Tomas. He is an advocate of ethical use of technology in healthcare and medical education. He promotes digital platform in healthcare and education through online campaigns and free workshops for doctors. Dr. Earl Luis Sempio has firmly held on the belief that his humble beginnings in the Faculty of Pharmacy provided a fertile ground by which future teachers, physicians, and biochemists may flourish and provide service beyond the Tomasian community. Nelia Peñalosa Cerril. She chose to be a wife, a mother, an entrepreneur, a member of non-profit organization, a woman of faith, an athlete, and an entertainer. She truly learned the art of balancing all these roles. Monina Cristina M. Cibulo. She believes that a competent and compassionate pharmacist needs to play an active role in consumer education for safe and effective drug use, especially in provinces where healthcare needs improvement. Maria Gia Grace Bakiran Sison, a medical doctor, breast cancer survivor, and a mental health advocate. As a breast cancer survivor, she is the first Philippine leader of Livestrong Foundation. She is a strong advocate for mental health in the workplace and currently works with companies to improve wellness of workers. She launched an online mental health resource hub named Padayon PH, which aims to provide everyone a safe space to access mental health resources. She has always believed that failure is a step towards every success in an individual and that we have our own unique journey in life. John Rodolfo Suwan Jr., a distinguished service in the Armed Forces of the Philippines as a flight surgeon in the Philippine Air Force, one of the most prolific ENT head and neck surgeon, a biochemist who gives back to his alma mater by raising funds of the Thomasian athletes. Darwin C. Suarez, a cataract and refractive surgeon and military officer of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. He devoted his time performing as military doctor in Camp Aquino Hospital and doing community services to attend the medical needs of identified communities from Batanes to Tawi-Tawi since 2010. A very hard-working and dedicated individual who never tires looking after the needs of the community and everyone around him. A soldier, a doctor, a husband, a father, a loving son, and a servant of God. Rosa Aline Gahosi. She enthusiastically led all of these associations in fervor in its fight against diabetes mellitus, obesity, and other non-communicable diseases and its complications. One of the principal investigators of different CV outcome trials that shaped the paradigm shift in diabetes management. Wilfredo Sacaging Tagle. From journals to research papers, he has achieved the prestigious awards and distinction from reputable organizations, extending his civic services to other socio-civic organizations by taking an active part in community service by giving free medical missions in almost all parts of the Philippines. Teresa Estioco Taimuri. Tere is presently the Chief of Pathology and Pathology Manager at the McGill University Health Center, Montreal, Quebec, Canada, and being the Vice President in the UST Pharmacists, Medical Technologists, Biochemists, and Botanists Alumni Association provided her the connection with fellow Thomasians and UST. Maria Sandra Bernardo Temponco. Dr. Temponco, while fulfilling the many roles she assumed in her professional life as a medical technologist, an educator, researcher, project manager, consultant, writer, radio anchor person, is always guided by the philosophy that all these endeavors are for improvement of the quality of life of the people. She believes that every woman and every man has a role to play in this world that will contribute to the attainment of the good. Mary Josephine Ruby Dituco Tiongson. She is currently the International Training Center Coordinator of the UST Faculty of Medicine and Surgery Life Support Training Center, the first university-based accredited training center of the American Heart Association in the Philippines. The UST FMS LSTC, under the leadership of Dr. Tiongson, spearheaded the CPR in Schools immersion program of selected UST senior high school students who were enrolled in the Health Allied track. Edwin Sinocruz Tukay. Having the title Fellow of both Philippine and American Society of Echocardiography, he loves transferring his skills to his colleagues and trainees in the form of training programs, workshops, and lectures in various regions of the country and in the ASEAN region. As a respective leader in echocardiography, he collaborated with local and international organizations to organize an echo mission in 2016 to diagnose and treat cardiac conditions and to provide free education for health workers in Legazpi City. Maria Pamela Lumawig Uy, a Philippine and U.S. licensed pharmacist. Pam is undoubtedly one of the high-caliber pharmacists of the now generation. In 2007, her family being all Thomasian graduates who all exemplified and inspired by the ideals of UST as manifested in their respective fields of endeavors were conferred upon the Outstanding Thomasian Alumni Total Award, Thomasian Family Award, the highest honor bestowed by the university and UST Alumni Association Incorporated upon the alumni in recognition of their significant exemplary contributions to society. Regalado Loloy Valerio Jr. Dr. Valerio is one of the directors of the simulation program of the USC Nurse Anesthesia School, Keck School of Medicine. He facilitates and develops laboratory simulations for nurse anesthetist students on anesthesia planning, management, and delivery. Leia Rodriguez Uyolo. With a streak of faith, she joined a health maintenance organization company to help and give healthcare to its numerous corporate and clients. Through her leadership, passion, and compassion, she was able to improve the healthcare services and bring them to higher level. Not only was she passionate in giving healthcare to corporate and clients, but exemplified good virtues, moral values, and untiring dedication of teaching holiness to employees. Rowen Taya Giolo, the present chair of the Department of Anatomic Pathology of the University of Santo Tomas Hospital and chief of the Immunopathology Services of the department. He is also head of the Committee on Tissue Biobanking of the hospital. He received several awards for being part of the breast cancer research in the country.
Congratulations to all our dear awardees. You truly are an inspiration. We know you share our pride in the quality of work done in the Faculty of Pharmacy, and we invite you to continue to be an active part of this organization, to be involved in our programs, and to support our ongoing efforts to create leaders, pharmacists, medical technologists, biochemists, and ideas to meet the challenges of tomorrow. We are almost coming to the end of the program. May I now invite Associate Professor Dr. Maria Frida Zapanta Hapan, Assistant Dean of the UST Faculty of Pharmacy, to deliver the closing remarks.
To the University of Santo Tomas administrators, led by our Rector, Reverend Father Richard Ang of the Order of Preachers, our Dean, Professor Aletheris L. Dacanay, PhD, our Regent, Reverend Father Pompeo de Mesa of the Order of Preachers, our Faculty Secretary, Assistant Professor Renz Kenneth Kajang, MSc, to Associate Professor Maria Elena J. Manansala, MSc, President of the Faculty of Pharmacy Alumni Association and Scholarship Foundation, Incorporated, together with the officers, our distinguished alumni awardees, academic officials, faculty members, students and parents, industry partners and stakeholders, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant day to everyone. 150 years of existence, 150 years of remarkable achievements, 150 years of unending grace. The Faculty of Pharmacy is celebrating its sesquicentennial anniversary. Today's celebration is truly an inspiring and momentous occasion when we do things not in the usual way, but in an extraordinary and special way. This brings all of us together wherever we are in this world. We started this day by giving our thanks to our Almighty God with a Mass celebrated by our Regent, Reverend Father Pompeo de Mesa of the Order of Preachers. This was followed by the wreath laying ceremony, a tribute to Reverend Father Lorenzo Rodriguez of the Order of Preachers, a Dominican priest and pharmacist who served the longest term as Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy. We listened to the inspiring messages delivered by our Dean, Professor Aletheris L. Dacanay, PhD, and no less than the Rector of the Royal Catholic Pontifical University of Santo Tomas, Very Reverend Father Richard Ang of the Order of Preachers. I am also certain that while we were watching the remarkable legacies of the Faculty of Pharmacy through the video presentation, we were also taking pride in our being Thomasians as we witness the recognition of the 150 distinguished alumni of the Faculty of Pharmacy, including the departments of Medical Technology and Biochemistry. We were also moved and inspired by their outstanding achievements and services to the university and the society. Once again, congratulations to our 150 distinguished alumni, truly world-class professionals. Let me take this opportunity to thank and congratulate all the organizers of this memorable event, led by the Dean of the Faculty of Pharmacy, Professor Aletheris L. Dacanay, PhD, and the President of the Faculty of Pharmacy, Alumni Association, and Scholarship Foundation, Incorporated, Associate Professor Maria Elena J. Manansala, MSc. All committee chairs and members, all those who worked tirelessly to make this event a success, and of course, everyone in attendance today for celebrating with us. In a multitude of ways, we all have expressed our love and gratitude to our beloved university and our dearest Faculty of Pharmacy by making this sesquicentennial founding anniversary a memorable and meaningful one. We have reached the end of the festivities for today, but this is just the beginning of our celebration. Let us not forget our noble history. Let us revel in our glorious present and celebrate our legacy as we continue to dream beyond our seeing. Thank you very much, and may God bless us all with His unending grace.
Thank you, Assistant Dean. It's been a great 150 years. This celebration does not only honor the faculty's noteworthy points of pride of the last 150 years, but it is also focused on moving the UST Faculty of Pharmacy forward and upward in the next 150 years. This has been your Master of Ceremonies, Assistant Professor Rance Kenneth G. Cadyang, thanking you all for taking the time to be with us today, for supporting the UST Faculty of Pharmacy, and for joining us as we chart the faculty's unbridled future. Thank you and good day.